Dondina edivihai fredifirai na geno endeio 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 mamma yo endeio endeio
Maldivian archipelago, a garland-shaped group of coral atolls, straddles the equator in the Indian Ocean. At the southernmost end of this archipelago lies the heart-shaped atoll known as Addu. Addu Atoll is landlocked with barrier reefs on the eastern and western rim, with narrow entry channels on the northern and southern ends. Each channel on either end is subdivided into two by an islet in the middle. The eastern and western rim of the atoll encompasses large islands, lagoons, and islets. This arrangement and shape of the islands makes Addu Atoll a very good natural harbour, calm and safe year-round. On the western reef lies 4 of the atoll's 6 inhabited islands, including the capital, Addu, as well as the airport on Gan Island, all linked by a 14-kilometre motorway, one of the longest in the Maldives. Situated in the middle of the southern entry channel, the resort island of Ilingili splits it into 2 smaller entryways, while the eastern half of the atoll includes the 2 disparate communities of Huladu and Midu, north of Haratera Island Resort. There is no written history of ancient Maldives, especially before the advent of Islam in the islands. Ruins of Buddhist stupas and monasteries were found in almost all the atolls of Maldives, including Addu. It is widely believed that all the islands of Maldives had Buddhist communities before being converted to Islam by Arab traders during the 12th century. Seafarers were familiar with Maldives Islands more than 2,000 years ago. Traders from East Africa had anchored in Addu Atoll for water and firewood on their long voyage to Sumatra. These Arabs sometimes stayed back and even married women from Addu. Islam was introduced to Addu and other islands of the Maldives by these Arab traders. According to local folk tales, Adduans were the first Maldivians to convert to Islam. The Muslim cemetery known as Korganur in Midu, island of Addu, is the oldest in the country, and the first Muslims of Maldives were buried there. A 1,000 years after Addu's important position on international trade routes had attracted Buddhist communities and Arab traders, British forces also recognized the area's strategic importance during World War II. In order to keep other foreign interventions at bay, Britain had assumed protectorate status over the Maldives in 1887. And between 1941 and 1946, Addu Atoll became the Allied forces' secret Indian Ocean base, Port T. 11 years later, the British were to return to Addu, with islanders once again relocating, as Gan became home to the Royal Air Force staging post between 1957 and 1976. The presence of the base had a profound impact on local life, as well as local politics. Living standards for Adduans had risen rapidly. Soon after Royal Air Force left Gan in 1976, the island's existing facilities were transformed into a domestic airport and garment factories. Addu is one of the most developed atolls in the Maldives, with infrastructure from British times being complemented by more recent projects. The iconic Addu Link Road connects more people than any other in the atolls, while improvements to Gan International Airport and the atoll seaport are transforming the atoll into a regional transport hub. Despite its official city status and its relatively large population of 33,000, Addu maintains the laid-back feel of a tropical island. The traditional jolly reclining chairs, the swaying palm trees and sandy roads help give a timeless quality to what are in fact rapidly modernizing communities. If there are two things that have made life possible on tiny islands such as Addu, one is tuna and the other coconut. No wonder that Maldivian cuisine consists mainly of imaginatively spiced, dried and prepared combinations of the two. Addu's specialities include addu bendi, a sweetmeat made using cooked coconut palm sap and kernel of tender coconut. Another Addu speciality that can be found nowhere else is the unique dialect. The Maldivian language called Divehi has its roots in ancient Sinhalese, with elements of Pali, Sanskrit, Arabic, Urdu, and English. Divehi is considered to be the southernmost Indo-Aryan language in the world, and the local Adduan version, known simply as Addu Bas, is its most southerly dialect.
Tu bahaki diherat de heng ebbis atrik bakin benum kara bahanno adi wara pasho balya atri bah addu bahaki divehi bahum ba kadakka kar benun nikara kitem bi bahat tibe wara musandi bah.
Surrounding and embedded within the unique culture of Addu is the atoll's breathtaking natural environment. In a country not well known for its terrestrial wildlife, Addu boasts the Maldives' most impressive array of bird life, particularly in the Addu protected area. 570 hectares of open water lake, coral reefs, seagrass beds, mudflats, mangroves, and forests. The skies over the islands are a constant hive of activity, as the looming wingspan of giant fruit bats contrast with the flutter of the white tern, known locally as dondini, a protected species in Maldives, found only in Addu and one other island to the north. But it is the waters surrounding the islands that Maldives is perhaps better known for, and Addu's calm lagoon and pristine corals offer an unparalleled range of marine life. Maldives is home to more than 1,000 reef fish species, and Addu's reefs have largely avoided severe coral bleaching events of recent decades. The northern channel, Kandu, is known for its manta ray cleaning point, where these majestic creatures can be spotted all year round, and the surrounding waters are also frequented by turtle and shark populations. It is this natural beauty for which the Maldives has become synonymous over the years. Indeed, the rise of tourism has undoubtedly changed the fortunes of the Maldives. transforming a fishing nation into a middle-income luxury destination. There are 2 tourist resorts islands in Addu and a hotel in Gan Island. A number of guest houses are being opened in inhabited islands. Infrastructure and an experienced workforce make the atoll ideally placed to flourish. Addu Seaport is one of only 3 official points of entry for ships arriving in Maldives. While regular weekly flights from Sri Lanka operate to Gan International Airport. The airport's recent $45 million upgrade means the facility can now cater to commercial airliners of all sizes. And the new seaplane terminal will bring more than a dozen southern resorts within reach of Addu. Fishing is still referred to as the lifeblood of the country, though its economic importance is less crucial than it once was. However, fish still make up 99% of the Maldives' exports, with more than a third coming from the 3 southernmost atolls. Work is currently underway to build a fish processing plant on the island of Medu. Addu's large islands also provide ample opportunities in the agriculture and energy sectors, with civic authorities working closely to support local projects, such as the award-winning Addu High School Sustainable Energy Project. The Addu Medu Cooperative Society supplies more than 40 types of locally grown fruit and vegetables to resorts, demonstrating the potential of agricultural projects on large fertile islands of the south.
Addu is a beautiful tropical island destination with a unique charm and flavors. We have a long and insightful history which we are very proud of. We have an eager and educated young population taking Addu to brighter, sustainable future. With the development of Gan International Airport, our dreams of making Addu city the southern hub of Maldives is becoming a reality. More opportunities for investments and businesses are opening. More and more visitors are coming to Addu every year. Addu is a romantic getaway. Addu is a place for the adventurous. It has magical underwater kingdom for scuba divers. It offers delicious local cuisine for food lovers. But most of all, the welcoming spirit of the people and the genuine hospitality is what truly makes Addu the southern heart of Maldives.
Addu's vast development potential completes the picture of a place that simply has to be seen to be believed. With a future as bright as an equatorial sunrise. A place of culture, history, and nature, of sun, sea and stories in the middle of the Indian Ocean. From the very ancient days, Adduans are very pleasant and hospitable people. They welcome visitors with an open heart, provided them with the best of everything available. Experience this hospitality by visiting Addu. You can fly to Addu from anywhere in the world, and the locals are waiting to welcome you with a smile. See you soon.